I was just thinking. I told y'all we're gonna get out of this blackmail. I seen the problem with the situation. It was basically blackmailing. I told y'all I'm finna prove to the whole world simple stuff, simple ways of how you can overcome something that you feel like you gotta go get counseling for. Just in a few words. Let them have all your humiliation. Give it all to them like the Hulk did on the first one. When the daddy said, I want your power, well, you take it all then. That's the same thing I told that flame, well, you take it all, you take everything, come with it. Drove her crazy. Take it all. Let them have it all, y'all. And watch how, just sit back and watch how that transforms. Like you feel like people overpower you right now. You feel like people are more powerful than you right now. Watch how just that simple thought transform reality in front of your very eye. And you're gonna see these people who thought you feared them start to fear you all of a sudden. You can do this anytime you want to. You might even have to have a conversation with yourself and say, well, here we go. But let it go. Let them have it all. Your darkest, deepest, darkest secrets. Trust me, you're gonna thank me later. You talking to somebody who been under surveillance since they were born. I had to get out of this at a young age. At first, I spent my life fighting for my dignity or my pride, my ego. I didn't want to accept humiliation. That kept me in bondage, kept me low. It kept me from giving my all. It kept me from doing my all. Let it go, y'all. Give it all to them. Give it all to them. Because we must understand these darkness, these shadows is something that we did want help in at one point in time. But once you give it to God, it's good. It's over. It ain't nothing else to give it to. These people come together and do the most to you. Communities, everybody. But is it for good or bad? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It brought the good out of me. It brought the good out of me. They'll sit here, collect a check. Listen to what I'm telling y'all now. Please do. They sitting here waiting to collect a check, watching somebody torture somebody to death for 5 to 7 years, waiting on them to go crazy. You torture them with food. You torture them with food poison. You torture them with this. You torture them with bad women. You torture them with everything possible you can poison somebody with. You torture them with where he stay. You torture them with his way of living. You torture them by taking his security. And he been dealing with this for 40 years, but you really went to the torture chamber around 7 years, 5 years of solid of this. So, even if you got something at this time, or if you get something at a later time, it really shouldn't count unless you're gonna start collecting a check on yourself. Because that's the definition of crazy. It's when you sit around and you purposely gang up on people with communities and everybody, torture. At this point, y'all, I can play crazy and tell y'all asses a new one. Over and over again, go ahead, attack. You just waiting to attack me. It's like, if I got the help I needed when I did something right as fast as I do when I'm going supposedly crazy, this whole world will be a better place. And it looked like my neighborhood looked like it work against each other. You see it? Neighborhoods that look like this look like you hiding from something. Not saying it really ain't nobody here though. I'm just using it for example. There really ain't that many people here, y'all. But I'm saying it's neighborhoods like this though that got plenty of people. They all in the house. What are you hiding from? See, you do unto others you want done to yourself. if you put somebody in a situation where you want them to hide, then automatically, wouldn't that hide yourself? People keep looking at these parables in the Bible as if they really tangible. They parables, symbolic. You could do something to somebody from all across the world, and all of a sudden you're gonna find yourself hiding. I know people who died tracing me, trying to follow me on the computer or whatever. Died, y'all. Died torturing somebody. You cannot think you're going to heaven dying to torture somebody. I told you, it's a few family members and all that I seen. I ain't even gonna talk about that no more. But people do incarnate in hell before they actually go to hell. Y'all ain't ready to go to hell because you doing whatever it takes to not be humiliated. Do you get what I'm saying? We all, just like we all have vices, everybody got something about them that's humiliating. Everybody. I'm trying to help y'all in this situation right here. Not only am I gonna help y'all get over y'all blackmailing situation, I told y'all I'm gonna work on this. I'm proving to y'all that I'm a genie in the bottle. I'm proving to y'all I can fix anything. And right here, right now, they got rid of Diddy. Well, guess what? I'm healing the wounds right here, right now. And when I get done with you, you're gonna be so solid of a parent. Nobody's gonna be able to come up to you and just say somebody is crazy. You're gonna be so high and mighty. You're gonna say, oh, they is? Let me go check them out, see how they doing. Let me go see how crazy they really is. Let me go talk to them. Because you know what? They might be a better friend than the one that just told you that they was crazy. They might be a better lover than the one that just told you that they was crazy. They might be the lover. You gotta watch this energy. I had to learn this a long time ago. It's like the energy that was keeping me from something is the exact energy that I was supposed to have been running to. This is a chess game made by God. God showed me something that I wish I could tell y'all, bro. But it'll make the planet absolutely boring. So I forgot about it. So I wouldn't never tell y'all. But it's in my heart of hearts. This stuff is not as hard as we making it. It's not as difficult as we making it, y'all. Do you actually think Diddy would have been able to become so powerful if we wasn't ashamed of what we do in the dark? Ask yourself this. Ask yourself this. Who is truly crazy? The people who spending all this money to keep you trapped 10, 20, 30, 40 years, and they attacking you. I seen people attack me, go crazy. I seen people attack me, die, go crazy, and suffer before they die, then die while they still crazy. And still looking at me, literally looking at me in my eyes. I'm over there helping them through the death, the Passover part. And they sitting there looking at me like, how you ain't dead yet? Why you ain't dead? That's how they look. Why you ain't dead though? Why you ain't dying? Like they mad as hell. They finna die. They on their deathbed. They mad as hell because I ain't dying. I'm the least of your problem. You know what that told me? That you've been focused on me. Witchcraft. That's why you in this bed laying ready to go. That's the way that go. So ask yourself that, man. Who really crazy, y'all? This is embarrassing at this point. It's almost, I feel like 180,000 people against me. And everybody throwing their best magic trick, everybody doing their best black magic card, throwing out their best, bringing out the best of the best and just hitting me with everything they possibly can hit me with. And at this point, it's tickling. It's fine, though. I forgive y'all for you know not what you do. But at this point, it's a joke. It's a joke, y'all. Even if I fall on the ground, start rolling in the grass right now and say, help me, Lord, please. And what you gonna do? Go get your friend, y'all gonna have a party and you gonna you find they're gonna give you that little check, a part of the payout check that you supposed to get after I completely go crazy? Do you know how crazy that sounds? By this time, we could have all just worked together. We could have worked with me, and we all would have been rich. And we all would have not only been rich, we would have had our own personal business, working for ourselves. Y'all still sitting around waiting. Yeah, we got it. Y'all old in your age. At this point, it's embarrassing. And we already know who truly crazy. Yeah, we got him. You got nothing. You throwing magic, and you a child. You got a child mind at this point because you still throwing black magic, and you old as hell. Shit, you old as hell. That's all there is to it. But we're gonna keep this game going till it go out, I guess, till the light bulb go out. But anyway, like I said, at this rate, it's just, I know God got it. Because I hate to blame it on the next thing I want to blame it on. Because if I do that, I'm going to step over in a territory I really don't want to go in. And I'm not going that way. Because I know I'm jumping to an assumption. But the whole moral of this story is, y'all, love yourself. And remember what I said. Your body got sensors on it. That's an easy trick to crazy. When you know somebody's watching you, when you know cameras watching you, and you going around saying, I think things watching me, you see it watching me, you see it seeing me. No, they watching you. Talk to them. They can't say you talk to yourself no more since cameras everywhere. Talk to the camera. If you ain't talking to the camera, you talking to your phone. You ain't me, I'm talking to God most of the time, but if I ain't talking to the camera in my house, all over in my house, I know you got cameras in my house, because you know exactly, you know every style that my tallywhack got. That let me know you told on yourself. You know every 5 dimensions that my tallywhack got. That's what told on you. I know you got in my house. That's all y'all got. That's the only punchline y'all got. Oh, well, let's talk about the sex. I thought it was a test that you wasn't supposed to expose yet. See what I'm saying? Who cares about my sex? It's my sex part. I ain't worried about it. Why you worried about it? Who cares, y'all? It's a test, right? I'm sure it's a test for whatever goes down the drain pipe and get to a certain level in the drain pipe. You can clean out the drain pipe and you can take whatever found in that drain pipe and you can use it for DNA. Yeah, that's what I was guessing. Or maybe I'm wrong, who knows? But enjoy yourself, y'all. Go ahead and embrace these cameras. Embrace yourself. Find this moment in your life. It's in the Bible. When God told somebody, how can you tell me when I got beside myself? It's in the Bible now. I can't remember. It's in the New Testament, though, I think. How can you clown on somebody who done got beside themselves and check themselves and chastise themselves and fix themselves and remodify themselves in every way fashionable and still doing it? When I started working into myself and pouring into myself, I realized that it's gonna take more than myself. In other words, it's gonna take all I got just to completely fix myself, just so I would be perfect enough to go home to my Father God. Because I didn't even know I did that much damage to myself. But see, you must understand, before it start leaking out through sexual, through sex, drugs, and all this, it gotta damage the inside of self first. You gotta damage the inside of your mind first. You gotta damage your heart first. You gotta darken your heart first. Your heart, if your heart is dark, you know it's too heavy to be on the Libra scale. And you gotta make your mind, you gotta damage your mind to be able to even deal with a damaged heart. So you see how much we gotta change? Only thing hurt me in these last 3 days was the fact that a higher vibrational being told my essence that I've been doing some messed up stuff with certain lectures, and they still ain't really told me. But I asked God to forgive me for it, and I think they just let it go after that. Because some things, if you ain't elevated enough to know about it, you shouldn't know about it yet. And the other thing was, the people who watching me, you send me fake messages like you helping me, and then you on the other side laughing at me, saying I'm crazy. You crazy for sitting over there watching an innocent bystander die slow. Ain't nothing no crazier than that, y'all. What is wrong with y'all? This part is a joke. You know, the definition of crazy is a tiger driving a tricycle. And that's what y'all doing right now. That's what the definition of crazy is, a tiger riding on a tricycle. Juggling balls. Now, the end.